Congress. He is a member of parliament representing Andhra Pradesh state in the Rajya Sabha. He is a former Union Cabinet Minister and has held important portfolios like Minister of Rural Development, Minister of Drinking Water and Sanitation, and Minister of State at the Ministry of Environment and Forest. Ramesh graduated from IIT Bombay in 1975 with a BTech in Mechanical Engineering and did his doctoral program at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Ramesh has been a columnist for the Business Standard, Business Today, The Telegraph, Times of India and India Today. Ramesh has 6 books to his credit. May we please welcome our chief guest for today's function.
Our chief guest may like to keep the first copy of the book as a complimentary. This is a traditional store that talking about the people, the president of the Kukis would like to give a presentation along with a small memento. Please give it to remember of us on the occasion. Thank you very much. Now, may I invite our honorable chief guest to take the podium and deliver his speech, please.
Good evening, my good friend, fellow member of Parliament, Mr. Francis Whiting, and all my very colorfully dressed Kuki brothers and sisters. I am delighted to be present here. Normally, I sit in the audience, but today I have had a chance of coming on this side and looking at all of you. And I must start by confessing that only after reading the book that I have released today did I get fuller knowledge of the Anglo-Kuki War of 1917-1919. 1917 is a very crucial year in the 20th century. 1917 was the year in which there were 2 revolutions in Russia, in February of 1917 and October of 1917. 1917 was also the year in which Bihar. 1917 was also the year that the great American president, whom we all remember, John F. Kennedy, was born. 1917 was also the year in which our Prime Minister, the leader whom we all remember today, who inaugurated the Talkotara Stadium in 1974, Srimati Indira Gandhi, was also born. And 1917 was also the year which saw the beginning of the Anglo-Kuki War. Now, many people have called this rebellion. Some people have called this uprising. Some people have called this conflict. But my young friends from JNU who have put together this book have called it the Anglo-Kuki War. And it was a war. and I salute the Kuki people. India is a very large country. We are 1.3 billion people, and the Kukis maybe 6 lakh, 7 lakhs, very small proportion. But you may be small in number, but you are big in spirit. You may be small in number, but you are big in terms of your contribution to making India. India is one nation, but it comprises of many people, different cultures, different religions, different languages, different faiths, different communities, but we all come together as India. We are taught that India is an example of unity in diversity. But actually, India is an example of India through diversity. India is a country because of its diversity. We do not want uniformity in India, but we want unity in India. We want people to practice their own religion, speak their own language, eat whatever they want, dance however they want, go to whichever church or temple or mosque they want, dress however they want. That is the spirit of a true Indian. And therefore, my friends, Kukis are largely, whenever I used to go to Manipur, there would be people who would come to meet me, a Meitei would come to meet me, a Thangul Naga would come to meet me, a Kuki would come to meet me, and I always used to tell them, you are far away from Delhi, but you are close to our hearts. We have to make you feel part of our country, part of our culture, part of our mainstream. And I congratulate the two young scholars from JNU. They have educated me. In the last 36 hours, I have learned more about Anglo-Kuki war than I ever knew before. And I have to admit, Baidiji, you have a big job. You have to educate people like me more and more about Kuki customs, Kuki culture, and most importantly, Kuki history. One of the things that I discovered while reading the book was the crucial role played by Kuki women. And I want to pay a special tribute to Kuki women. Actually, India's northeast, the women are the most prominent part of India's northeast. And I have to salute them and give them a special honor, special award. The other thing I learned from reading the book, that the Anglo-Kuki war was a war about land. It was a war to protect one's land, to protect one's territory, to protect one's culture. And these battles are today being fought all over India. People are fighting over land. People are fighting to protect their language. People are fighting to protect their way of living. And I think 100 years ago, the Kukis showed the way to the rest of the country. when Mahatma Gandhi was going to Bihar, the Kukis had already raised the banner of revolt against the British. When I went to Imphal some years ago, and I saw memorials to the Indian National Army, and I know how important the Indian National Army was for Kuki men particularly, and Kuki women. A very large part of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's Indian National Army comprised of Kuki men and Kuki women. So, my friends, in coming today, I wanted to honor one of the earliest freedom fighters in our country, namely the Kukis. I wanted to come and pay a small tribute and tell you that you are part of this wonderful experiment called India, in which we are trying to create a nation where people have the freedom to practice whatever religion, eat whatever they want, dress however they want, believe in whatever God, follow whatever culture, but be united by love, by harmony, by brotherhood, by tolerance, and by understanding each other. The road, we must reject the road of violence. Mahatma Gandhi taught us the importance of ahimsa, the importance of non-violence. And I think that is the greatest tribute that we can pay to the father of the nation. So once again, let me thank all my Kuki friends. I have been educated, I will continue to be educated, and I wish you all the very best as you celebrate this very important milestone, not only in Kuki history, but also in India's history. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Jairam Ramesh. Sir, may this milestone turn into a reality. As the Kuki people look forward the next general election of 2019, we wish you and the Congress come back to power and let the Kuki people receive what we deserve. A Kuki land, even a Kuki battalion in the Indian Army, and the